Hello, everyone. We are here at Over the Edge.
Yeah.
Just over the edge.
We are here at Over the Edge 2000. A huge show.
Oh, was I supposed to say an episode number this
Yeah,
time?
this is episode 10.
This is episode. I'm still getting used to it, man. It's episode 10, season 2.
Chad's a dingus. Everyone,
I'm a dummy.
Leave a like, leave a comment. Comment below. Chad's a dingus.
Yeah, say, hey, Chad's a dumb idiot.
But make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Now let's get into Over the Edge, Chad. We got some big matches. You can see the card right here.
Excited.
We have PJ Black and Test. King IK and Ace Steel. But let's just get into it, Chad. We got a big show here. We start off the show with the big rig. Fig defeating Caprice Coleman in 8-13 with a German suplex, Chad. The big rig.
Fig. Good for the big rig.
Thank you, Fig. Indeed, the big rig gets a nice win. Our other pre-show match of the night, Steve Carino taking on JBL. And JBL gets a big win. I saw he was, I don't know what happened, but he's getting a little pop boost right now after his match in that tag team match with Jushin Liger.
Finally getting over.
For the first time ever, I saw his popularity go up a little bit. And I'm like, all right, that's time. He's ready. And our last pre-show match of the night, Bam Bam takes on returning superstar Marty Jannetty.
Ooh.
Bam Bam gets a win, though, over Marty Jannetty.
I hope he didn't kill anyone.
Oh. Ooh. We move on. Ooh, not a... Wait. It's Vince McMahon and JR. They have their little talk. Vince just hyping up this show, and it's highlighted by these three men right here: Stasiak, Rock, and Austin against Future Shock later on tonight. But we have our opening match.
I'm so excited for that.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous for it.
I'm nervous for you, but I'm also very excited.
Our opening match, though, Jed, it is for the SmackDown World Tag Team Championships. It is Road Rage taking on Shawn Michaels and Bryan Danielson. Chad, let's make your prediction right here in front of the people.
There's no way Shawn Michaels loses to Road Rage. That's just disrespectful.
Well, I mean, it would be a major boost for Road Rage, though.
It would be, but it'd be a major hurt. It would be really bad for Shawn Michaels.
Well,
there we go.
Yeah, Road Rage.
There we go. Okay.
Unfortunately, they just can't do it against Shawn Michaels and Bryan Danielson when Bryan Danielson pins Steve right after the cattle mutilation. And look, Shawn Michaels, Dana Bryan, you're SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Chad. It was a good run for Road Rage.
Winning his first. Bryan Danielson won a championship before Randy and Brock.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why you're comparing the two.
I'm just saying.
What? Why?
I'm just stating a fact. Just stating a fact.
Yeah, Bryan Danielson won a belt before Dean and Alex Wright. I don't know what your point is, Chad.
That's not true. They've both held championships already.
Alex Wright has not won a title yet.
Yes, he's a former television champion.
No, he's not.
He is. He won it. He won it. Remember when he was teaming with David Flair and
Dustin? These two celebrate in the middle of the ring. Chad, wow, what the? Bryan Danielson's actor. I haven't rated him ever in one of these promos. He's very good at improvising interactions with the crowd.
Oh, that's good.
But he also looked lost out there. So you tell me. We move on to our next match, Chad. I don't remember the actual order of the show, so I can't give you predictions for most of these matches. Sorry to disappoint you again. But we move on to PJ Black and Test right here, Chad. And PJ Black defeats Test with a roll-up pin, a schoolboy pin for PJ Black. And he makes this defense.
Here's what we'll do. I'll close my eyes. And I won't look, and you just tell me what match is next, and I'll tell you my prediction, and then I'll open my eyes and see if I'm right.
Okay, we can do that, Chad. We can do that. Yeah. We can do that. All right.
But PJ Black makes defense number 1 of the United States title, which I would have guessed PJ Black if you asked me to pick this one. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. We move on. Close your eyes, Chad.
Oh, they're closed.
King IK and Ace Steel. Chad, who do you got in this match?
I am going to go with, I really don't think he's going to win because I don't think he's won anything in the history of the save. But I'm going to go with King Iakea just because I think it'd be funny if he won.
Yeah, he
Can I open my
does.
eyes now?
He hits a
What?
backroom DDT after a distraction from Jushin Liger, and King Iakea does it. With the help of Jushin Liger, wins the European Championship, Chad.
What a boy, King Iakea. I swear my eyes were closed. I didn't see that.
I don't believe you from here on out, Chad. I don't believe you.
All right.
Chad, close your eyes again.
They're closed.
Close your stinky little eyes, Chad.
They're closed.
All right, let's continue the show. And they celebrate in the middle of the ring. Chad, I took a picture of the card, so you don't have to keep them close anymore.
Oh, okay, cool.
So these two celebrate in the middle of the ring. And yeah, King Iakea gets a big win. His first ever title reign.
Biggest win of his career.
Biggest win. Maybe he's got an actual, he's got, a case for King of the Ring now if he's King Iakea.
He is King Iakea.
And he is a champion in WWF. We move on to a Paul
He
White.
also won a championship before Brock and Randy.
Paul White will take on a mystery opponent, Chad. And can you guess who that mystery opponent is?
It's a CMLL guy, right?
Yes, it is. It's Dr. Wagner Jr.
Oh, you didn't give me a chance to guess.
They got a 90.
Oh, wow.
Paul White is over. Wagner Jr. is super over. This match was exceptional. Paul White defeats Dr. Wagner Jr. in 11:27 with a chokeslam, though.
Hell yeah, good for him.
Paul White, again, showing why he is the man with the plan himself. Paul White. We move on. It's a triple threat match for the WWF Women's Championship, Chad. Can you make a prediction on this one?
I'm going to go Mickie James.
Mickie James, Aja Kong, and Manami Toyota. Sorry, I keep pronouncing that name wrong, Chad. In a great match. I don't even want to look at this rating. It's going to be so good for the WWF Women's Championship. Mickie James gets the win with a Larry DT. What a dumb fucking name that is.
Yeah, with the Mick kick.
The Mick kick. And Mickie James, your first ever WWF champion in the women's division.
Oh.
And you're asking
who was she going to defend against? The entire division was in this match.
Yeah, that's why she won. Because Toyota and Kaja Kong will go back to Japan. So that's why Mickie James won.
Oh, okay.
She's going to take the belt back to NXT, and we're gonna fine tune the division. But
you stink.
What do you mean I stink?
You did that just to spite me.
Yeah. You've stolen some my gimmicks. I had to steal yours. Chad, light heavyweight championship on the line though. Tyson and Mystico. Who wins?
I'm gonna ride the wave and say Mystico. I can smell change in the air.
A change in the air indeed. Mystico. Big win with the 619. The greatest 619 in the business. Mystico gets the win.
I'm doing really good on my predictions.
Unlike WrestleMania, you did really bad at that show.
True.
Yeah, so Mystico, big win. After the match, we go back. We zoom into the crowd. Remember how NXT would always sign someone at a takeover and show them sitting in the front row in the crowd?
Yeah.
We're doing that right here, Chad.
All right.
WWF's biggest signee ever. El Hijo del Santo is here, Chad.
Yep, there he is.
What is he doing here, Chad?
I don't know.
What is he doing here in WWF? El Hijo del Santo is here, and he's a superstar in WWF, Chad.
Yep, yes he is.
Another one leaves the bad guys and comes to the good guys. Del Santo is here in WWF. That's a huge get. I don't think Chad understands that. I think he's going to understand that in the next 6 months.
Oh, I think I already get it.
Yeah. Do you want to explain why you let him go?
I blame our recordings at 5 a.m, Justin, because I had him. The last match on Nitro, I believe he lost to Minoru Suzuki, and then in a random turn of events, I said, "Why am I paying this man so much money?" Because I won a bidding war with AAA and CMLL to get him. Because at that point, I was like, "Man, I need more star power." And that was before I had like Owen and stuff. So like, I grabbed him out of like a desperate I need some star, and this guy could go. He had really good stats. So I signed him, and then I was like, why am I paying this man so much money? He stinks. So I fired him to save money. And then Justin was like, you're a fool. And then he signed him and then reminded me of his stats, which I then immediately left the recording and laid in my bed staring at the ceiling going, I don't deserve to play this game. And I was very upset about it. But no takesies backsies in this game. So, Justin, congratulations on the signing of El Hijo del Santo. I good luck pronouncing his finishing move.
I'm going to change it. What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
The Del Santo bomb. We move on. Let me pull up the card. I just got rid of it for some stupid reason. Let me pop it back open. So Del Santo. Now we have the Intercontinental Championship on the line now. Chad Kent, Jmack, Mark Henry.
Okay, so this is where I think my prediction wrong, because I'm going with my gut on all of these. I don't think you changed that many championships in a row, so I'm going to go Mark Henry.
Well, in an exceptional match, 88. In what fucking world did this pop up in 88? Mark Henry defeats Ken Shamrock with a death from above. Mark Henry dominates the world's most dangerous man and defends his belt again. And Mark Henry showing why he is a dominant force on Monday night.
Hell yeah. Right on.
Now, Chad, here we go. SmackDown World Championship on the line here in the middle of the card. It's Eddie Guerrero taking on Triple H. Chad, make your prediction right here.
You said it was Eddie Guerrero, Triple H?
Yeah.
Triple H.
Triple H? Well, you are wrong, Chad.
What?
You are wrong. In an exceptional match, this match hits the time limit draw in 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
When neither one of these men can secure a pinfall.
Okay, well, I thought you just bumped Triple H's title after just winning it. I was like, that's a questionable decision, but okay, cool.
99, by the way, first off. 99.
If you would have probably picked a decisive winner, I'd get 100.
Yeah, I wanna know what caused nothing. There was no negatives. It just got 100. Or 99, sorry, not 100. But yeah, these men just can't. No one could get the pin. Or no one could get the pin. Here's the thing. After the match, neither men, they're not really gassed. They're tired, but they're not gassed. These men can go longer, Chad. But unfortunately, that match had a 30-minute time limit, and neither one could secure the deal.
Did that go 30 minutes? I forgot to look at the time.
That did go 30 minutes.
Wow,
on the spot. You can add the finish as a time limit draw.
Oh, nice.
We move on. It's the retirement match, Chad. Maybe it's Flair and Steamboat. What do you got?
I'm gonna go with Flair.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ric Flair he taps out Ricky Steamboat, and they got great chemistry. Unfortunately, I mean not unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
And then yeah, Ricky Steamboat says goodbye.
Thank you, Steamboat.
Steamboat, unfortunately, says goodbye to the fans here. He had a good little run there, Chad. Good 5-month run.
It was a nice little good nostalgia run.
But Steamboat retires. And now, Chad, we have our co-main event of the night. Best of two out of three falls match. Interim Raw Tag Team Champions, Stash and Stud, take on the current Tag Team Champions, Firehouse. Who wins?
Oh, it's gotta be Firehouse, right?
In a decent match, Firehouse again. Sweep them. 2 straight falls.
Wow.
And get the win. And a 77.
Dominant win for Firehouse.
Dominant win. Who is going to beat these guys? Oh, I got the hiccups. Who is going to beat these guys?
Well, not Stash and Stud, that's for sure.
All right, we have these 3 men. They walk out, Chad. They come out. And it is.
I hope this match bangs. I hope it's so good.
These 3 taking on Future Shock, Tyson, Lesnar, Orton. Chad, make your prediction. Who wins?
I'm gonna go with you know what? I'm gonna go with Future Shock, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Future Shock.
All right. 94. Oh my god. Tyson got a 96.
Yeah!
And a great match. Future Shock do get the win when Lesnar pins Stasiak.
Oh, huge. Huge.
Unbelievable.
I gotta ask. How mad?
I don't even want to look after this show. I could genuinely lose all three of these guys to these guys being mad. It's not funny. I could. They were all furious. But you got to pull the trigger. I'm not keeping anyone strong. I want this match to be as good as possible.
Right. No, you have to. Listen.
Yep. And then after the match, they destroy the ring and stand over Shawn Stasiak to end the show. And I got a 94. This man,
Hell yeah, man. Listen. That's great. That's awesome. I was really hoping that did well, just because it was fun, and I like fun.
I thought that match would get a 70. I was
worried.
I was so
worried.
convinced.
It all came down on Tyson.
Yeah, it was really all on Tyson. I didn't know if he could work.
Get a fucking 96. So
man, he might as well just be a full-time worker at that point.
Yeah, he's occasional full-time worker.
He might be a full-time worker now. Now that I know he can go.
Can I borrow him so I can do Tyson versus Stallone?
No, you can borrow Tank Abbott and do Tank Abbott Stallone. All right, that's been Over the Edge 2000, an absolute insane show. Forgot to change the arena, so don't mind the 78,000 people that showed up today. That shouldn't happen. I try to make sure that's realistic arenas, just because I don't know if that handles or that deals with finances. Like if that upgrades my ticket sales, I'm gonna feel bad. And we're at a point in this save where I'm running out of money per month. So every dollar counts. So I do not want to cheat the system at all.
It was such a big advantage that you had early game was that you I had such wage matching and stuff. So I was always like, oh, gotta do this for money saving purposes. But now we're getting to the point to where we're both gonna be hurting for money soon.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, we'll see you guys for
Clash of Champions.
Clash of Champions.
Apparently Justin keeps forgetting.
Yes, we'll see you there.
And we are here with Clash of Champions. Over the Edge was a banger of a show. We will see if Clash of Champions can bring the same energy. I'm a little nervous for this show, Justin. I'm not going to lie to you.
Why are you nervous, Chad?
Oh, we'll see. We'll find out why.
Let's get into it. Big show.
Yes. So, as you know, the Global Tag Team Championships are technically Alliance property. So, therefore, they related to WCW. So, they will be defended at Clash of Champions in the pre-show match. Chono and Choten defeated Too Cool when Hiroshi Tenzan submitted Scotty 2 Hotty. And they make defense number 4 of the Global Tag Team Championships.
That they do, Chad. That they do. Good little match right there.
Oh, yeah, good little match. We've got the 30-person 24/7 Battle Royal, and in a poor pre-show match, China won a Battle Royal. The other limit of the Final Four were Malenko, Shannon Moore, and Alex Wright. Hell yeah, look at that. Di Malenko being the final elimination. Alex Wright got the most eliminations, and China makes defense number 2 of the WCW 24/7 title. After the match, though, she's celebrating. She's got her championship belt. She basically flips off the camera and mouths F you to Sylvester Stallone. But she might as well have said it. She might have well turned around and said it to the man himself, because while that was happening, Sylvester Stallone snuck up behind her and rolled her up. And Sylvester Stallone wins the 24/7 championship from China.
Good for him.
What a bastard.
What a shitbag. What a shitbag. We move on. Start the show.
We got the pre-show panel. These guys just all hyping up the pay-per-view, the Syndicate. The Syndicate have been a thorn in the side of Limitless, and for these fans since they formed, and they had the opportunity to win both belts, but will they do it? Paul Heyman says yes, Dusty says no, and Bobby Heenan also says yes. Justin, what do you think?
What
do you think the answer is going to be?
Yes.
All right. We got of course, remember, this was a triple threat match because Kenta Kobashi won the Global Championship match. I can't control that. That's the game. But nonetheless, in a superb match, Sensei Savage defeats Owen Hart and Kenta Kobashi when Savage pinned Kobashi to win the global title, brother. After the match, Sensei Savage celebrates with the dojo. He's the new global champion. This is big for they're now global, Jim. This is huge.
Yeah, I guess so. Ooh.
I need you to be a little more excited, Justin.
I hate that Kobashi wins and lost the belt. The media. I don't like that.
Well, I didn't like it either. I hated to do it, but I had to.
You didn't have to.
My story. Yeah, for the story I had to. And about that had great wrestling and good heat. Taz defeats Diamond Dallas Page with a T-bone suplex.
Good for Taz. Syndicate, you're not off to a good start tonight.
Then after the match, Taz celebrates, but he's beaten down. Goldberg and Sting show up with Diamond Dallas Page. They beat down Taz.
Yeah. Decent little match. I mean, not a little match right there. You know what I mean.
Decent little beatdown.
Decent little beatdown.
After this, we crowned the first ever WCW Women's Championship in a match that was better than the one they had at the other pay-per-view. Decent reaction from the crowd. And subpar wrestling. Cutie Suzuki makes history by pinning Debbie Malenko with the Cutie Special and becomes the first ever, the inaugural WCW Women's Champion.
Yeah, obviously Debbie getting hurt probably didn't help. But Cutie Suzuki has a strong connection with the young female demographic, who really liked her winning.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, good for her. Good for him.
Sylvester Stallone shows up. He says, how about that match, huh? New women's champion. Before anyone gets too excited, you're welcome. Yes, I know. Yes, I know what's good for business. And I also know that this, and me being the 24/7 champion, is what's good for business. Finally, people have a hero they can look up to. Right? And now listen, your hero, your role model, and your esteemed general manager has an announcement to make. Tonight's main event, Rey Mysterio versus Kevin Nash, is going to be a no disqualification match.
Why?
Because I know you fans want to see a match where anything goes. And I'm going to give you people what you want to see. You're welcome. And we have a cruiserweight title match. And in a decent match, AJ Styles defeats Shane Helms in 15-11 with a Styles clash and makes defense number 10 of the WCW cruiserweight title.
Unfortunately, no chemistry there. Didn't click. Awkward bout.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
That is a bummer, because these guys could lead the division, but these guys can't have a good match.
Yeah, that is a bummer.
Well, I'll take you, AJ Styles. Come home. What a shock here.
So, and we have the U.S. Championship on the line in an exceptional match. Bret Hart defeats Chris Kanyon by submission, but it was with a sharpshooter. Chris Kanyon did not tap out, though, Justin. He passed out from the pain. He refused to tap. He kept asking the ref, are you going to tap? He says no. He refused. And he was almost inches away from getting the ropes. But as his fingers were about to grab the ropes, he passed out before he could get it. Unfortunately, that means the ref had to call it, and Bret Hart won the U.S. Championship.
Yeah, I mean, can't get mad with a 98 right there for sure.
Yeah, no.
We'll move on.
After the match, Raven and Mike Awesome, they show up, and Chris Kanyon, he's still unconscious, but he's starting to come to. Mike Awesome picks him up, to help Kanyon, and Raven, he gets over and he looks at Kanyon, and he looks at Mike Awesome, and he says, "Big boy wanted to do this on himself. He can walk to the ring by himself." And he pushes Chris Kanyon back down and says, "Let's go." And he grabs Mike Awesome, and Mike Awesome, he looks back at his buddy Chris Kanyon, who's unconscious, and he leaves with Raven.
Hate to see that. Poor Chris Kanyon. His boy's turning on him. Hate to see it.
And in a superb match, Stardust defeats Mick Foley in 15:02 with a bulldog. So Six came in, right? So Six came in, and it looked like he was about to attack Stardust, but then he gave a cheeky grin, and Six turned and attacked Mick Foley. And the crowd is confused. They're like, "Wait, why is Six attacking Mick Foley? Six has been feuding with Stardust. Six told Mick Foley that he had his back." But unfortunately, he lied, because Stardust beats Mick Foley and makes defense number 5 of the television championship.
Yeah. Good little match right there. Good for them for pulling out a 91. No right to pull out a 91.
And then afterwards, Six, Scott Hall, and Stardust, they celebrate over a beaten, broken Mick Foley.
Say it ain't so, brother.
We got our tag team championship match, Best of the Best versus Sick Boy and Low D, and about that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Best of the Best defeat Low D and Sick Boy when Chris Jericho submitted Low D with a Lion Tamer, and Best of the Best make defense number 4 of the tag titles. After the match, Sick Boy and Low D, are in the ring. Low D, he's got tears in his eyes. He's so upset. He just said, sorry, Sick. Sorry, bud. And he gives him a hug, and Sick Boy, he hugs his friend. And they're having an emotional moment because they gave everything they had. Sick Boy, he grabs Low D's arm and he raises it. This is still my friend. And Rick Rude gets in the ring. He starts applauding. And he's pointing to them, acknowledge his boys, and then he looks over at Sick Boy and he says, ow. And then Sick Boy grabs Low D and he whips him into him and hits him with the cure and turns on Low D. Sick Boy then begins beating down Low D. Rick Rude takes him, Irish whips him into the turnbuckle. Sick Boy runs, lunges with a big boot. Rick Rude rolls out of the ring and he grabs a steel chair and he sets it on the ground as Sick Boy then power bombs Low D on top of a chair. Justin, Sick Boy and Rick Rude have turned on Low D.
The night of clash of turns tonight. A lot of people turning on their boys tonight.
Well, technically no one. I mean, Raven didn't turn. He just, figure it out yourself. Yeah, one thing you can't deny is Low D did indeed get turned on by Sick Boy.
Poor Low D. Oh, poor Reverend Devon.
And they had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Bubba Ray Dudley defeated Reverend Devon with a full Nelson bomb, otherwise known as the Bubba Bomb. And Bubba Ray Dudley makes defense number 9 of the WCW Hardcore title.
Good for him.
For Bubba.
Bubba just a dominant champion. Or no, do you define a dominant champion as someone who defends the belt a lot or someone who defends the belt for a long time?
I think maybe he's a fighting champion.
He is a fighting champ, but he's only had the belt for a couple months, so it's not like he's a dominant champ.
He's definitely a fighting champ.
For sure. We move on. Steiner.
Scott Steiner. He has the Universal Championship. He comes out.
The champion comes out first. Loves it.
Entrance.
RVD.
Rob Van Dam comes out afterwards. He looks motivated. He is ready to go. And an exceptional match. Scott Steiner defeats Rob Van Dam while using the ropes for leverage. He cheated, Justin.
A little rat fucker.
And Scott Steiner makes defense number 4 of the Universal title. He cheated, that bastard.
What a shitbag. What a shitbag. But yeah, no in-ring psychology. I mean, that's fair for those two, but they have great chemistry.
Oh, hell yeah. I'd love to see it. After the match, Steiner grabs a microphone. Yeah, first of all, he spits on RVD.
Good.
And then he says, that's right. Once again, I've proven exactly what Kevin Nash is about to prove. The Syndicate are the most dominant force in professional wrestling, and we are exactly what wrestling is supposed to be. Listen, I was able to beat Rob Van Dam. I knew his weaknesses. There's a spy in Limitless. One of your own has been telling us everything we need to know. One of your brothers, one of your diehard Limitless members, someone who would, who's going to lead the cruiserweights into the future or whatever bullshit that you has been preaching. Well, one of you is a liar. One of you really is a member of the Syndicate. And I'm not going to tell you which one it is. But you'll find out in due time. And then Steiner holds up his championship belt. Justin, there's a spy amongst the troops.
Yeah, I wonder who it could be. I have no idea. All right, we move on. Oh.
And at an exceptional match, Kevin Nash defeats Rey Mysterio. That's right. Kevin Nash was able to beat Rey Mysterio. There was lots of interference. We booked Kidman and Goldberg, but there was more. Everyone, this is a big brawl. Typical WCW screw job finish here. Oh, that's actually really convenient that worked out that way.
Mm-hmm.
And Rey Mysterio was anything goes, and that really hurt because the Limitless were running in, but when Goldberg ran in, he did the spot where he how like when Goldberg fought Brett, he had the metal like plate around him, so when Goldberg speared him and knocked him unconscious. So Goldberg had that, only Goldberg wore it and ran into Rey Mysterio with it, and then like took off his syndicate shirt to see a big metal plate, and that was the steel slamming into Rey Mysterio's head was just too much. Kevin Nash was able to get the win and win the World Heavyweight Championship.
Wow, good for Big Cash Nash. Yeah, low stamina, lower morale for Kevin Nash, which caused this match to do worse than look, that could have been who knows? And then they celebrate.
Yeah, the Syndicate. Listen, Justin, you kind of got on me earlier for not booking them strong, but these two men have both world championships. Clearly, they are a threat to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I would hope so. Now after that, they got both world championships, Jan.
Oh.
Well, let's finish the show. Oh, we both tied in 94.
294s. Two banger shows.
Did not think that was gonna happen. I thought you had me.
Really?
Before the show, of course, yeah. Before my show happened. Come on, you thought I had no idea what Tyson was gonna do. I was prepared for like an 80.
I thought after your show, you were gonna do better.
Yeah, I mean, I did think Kevin Nash and Rey Mysterio were not going to be as good, but this is a banger of a show. A lot of your matches were 90s.
I was going to say Stardust and Mick Foley pulled out a 92. So like,
you had Brent Canyon. Come on, like you can't be. Come on.
True.
All right, that was episode.
That was
10.
Clash of Champions. Yes, the Syndicate have both world titles, and it also seems like maybe they've got Sylvester Stallone in their pocket. Who knows? We'll have to see.
We'll be able to find out for next month, June, which is the lead up to Is it Bash or Great American Bash?
Pay-per-view's great. It's Great American Bash coming up next.
King of the Ring 2000.
Yeah.
Let's see you.